Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to make this little side table or plant stand, whatever you would want to use it for. And we're going to use this doormat from Hobby Lobby and a 12-inch wooden circle from their unfinished wood section. Some chalk paint and some zip ties. We're going to turn our doormat over and then just make it into a tube, and we're going to hold it together with those zip ties. Now what I kind of figured would make it easier is if we start in the middle with the zip tying, because I thought if we start at one end, then it's going to just leave more that's unsecured and flopping around. So if we start in the middle, it kind of gives it a little more stability to start with. You'll just feed your zip tie through one side and then the opening on the other side. Pull it a little bit, but don't secure it completely yet, because you're still going to want a little wiggle room there so that you can get it to where the ends are lining up. Now the inspiration for this came from these garden fences from Dollar Tree. I see so many people making things with them. They'll put them in planter boxes, or they'll put a frame around them, and then it looks like a wrought iron part to an art piece. And I really liked that, so I looked around Hobby Lobby and thought, what could I use that would give that same feel, but that would be something unique? And then I saw these mats, and so I picked it up and was like, this will be so perfect for something. I really originally thought I'll put a frame around it when I saw it. But then when I picked it up and it was flexible, I was like, wait a minute. This could be rolled up into a tube, put a little thing on top, and then you have a little table. Now, it's not a table that's going to hold a whole ton of weight, but it is going to hold a nice potted plant or something decorative. I put some pictures on it at one point, and that looked kind of cute. It's about 18.5 inches tall, so it's not really crazy tall, but again, for me, I just envision it as a little plant stand. I have plant stands all around my house, and in fact, the picture I show you in a little bit, I moved a plant stand to put this there to take the pictures for it. And I haven't decided if I'm going to put the other plant stand back or leave this one there. But what I do know is I want to do another video with what I envision on top of it, which is kind of a black iron kind of vase looking thing from Dollar Tree. It will be so cute. I can't wait to make it. But it's down the list a little bit on the video list, but I'll get to it. And I'm just showing you all the zip ties here. The reason I'm showing this in real time and showing each one, because a lot of times I don't do that, is I just want you to see how fast it goes together. I mean, literally, it is super quick, like less than 30 minutes, and that includes the paint drying and everything. And it was super inexpensive. The mat, $15.99, but you get half off, so it's $8, and the wood was $9.99 with 40% off. So you get that for $6. So it was $14 for the pieces. So then you count in a little bit of zip ties and some paint, which is negligible. Now I'm showing you this part because I put some Gorilla Glue that's like E6000, and then put some hot glue to kind of give it the quick hold. Yeah, that didn't work at all. And you'll see that here. It just did not work. So I thought, okay, let me use some of this gel super glue from Dollar Tree. And that held really well. I was quite surprised at how well it did hold. But I put quite a bit and then just squished it together. Have y'all noticed I say squished a lot? When I look back over these videos, I think, is there not a better word than squished? Maybe leave down in the comments below and tell me a better word for squished. I don't know. And as I hold this, I think, why just hold one side if I'm going to have to hold it a minute or two, when I could go ahead and hold it with one hand. And I'll spin it around here and then put the gel glue on the other side, and then just stand there and hold them both for a couple of minutes. But again, it's real time, so I just want you to see that this is just a really fast project. And it was a bit awkward to get the lid off of there and put the glue on using just one hand. So if you have more patience than I do, I really suggest you just do one side at a time, but I'm just not very patient. But it worked. And then I did get to just hold both sides together. And while we wait for glue to dry, this would be a great time to say thank you so much for watching. I just am blown away at how fast the channel's growing, and that's thanks to you guys, and I appreciate it so much. If you would hit the like button if you like this video, consider subscribing, hitting the notification bell. So many of you have reached out and said, I'm subscribed now. I'm so glad I found your channel, and I thank you guys so much for that. I mean, it's so much fun to watch it go. So I was really worried about taking my thumbs off of there, but once I did, it amazed me how well it did hold. I was really surprised. So I'm not a fan of a lot of stuff at Dollar Tree, but this super glue gel, great deal for $1. And it's so funny that I say that because I literally have so much Dollar Tree stuff, I could almost open a Dollar Tree myself. So I do love Dollar Tree, but there are some things I don't love. Now this was, like I said, came from the wood pile there at Hobby Lobby. And we're using a Dollar Tree car wash sponge to put on the paint. I was going to use one of those little cups, but then I thought just pour it on there and wipe it around. And I literally had to cut out about 2 minutes worth of painting because I realized when I was watching the video and editing, I just left in all the painting because it's so therapeutic. I mean, I could just sit and watch myself paint or watch somebody else paint for long periods of time. Be sure and get your edges. And then I turned it over and got the back. And sadly, I do watch people paint a lot. And then I put a generous amount of that super glue gel on the top. And then I'm just lining it up. I'm going to put that wood piece right on top there. And it really was amazing how stable it was. It doesn't look that way on my table here because at one of the ends it was a little overlapped, and you could cut that down, but I was going to put it on carpet, so I didn't even bother doing that. This would be a very great piece to be outside because that doormat is made to be outside, so it's very rugged. But you would have to put a sealant on the painted part or use an indoor-outdoor paint. I just put a second coat on there just because I like watching paint dry. Really, why did I show so much painting? You guys know how to paint. And once I finally finished painting there, there's the finished piece, and it looks so good. I love it. It looks so much more high-end than $14. And I didn't have a perfect plant to put on it, but that one gets the job done. Once I get the actual plant that I want to go on top of it with the Dollar Tree stuff, I will link that in the description below. Until then, maybe check out one of these other videos, and we'll catch you on the next one.